Welcome to Hello Monday, where Rachel talks all things ballet and fitness, sharing strategies and techniques to help you start, grow, and create a thriving business using your passion for ballet and fitness. And here's your host, Rachel Withers.
Hi there, hello, and welcome to another Hello Monday. I'm Rachel Withers. I'm the founder and CEO of Ballet Fit, and it is absolutely fantastic to have you here tonight for another Hello Monday, where every Monday we talk all about ballet and fitness, but we also talk about really how to start your business, how to scale that business, anything from marketing, which we're going to talk about tonight, which is marketing, to time management, to planning, to really how to use the technique. So we talk about everything that is ballet and fitness and associated with really starting and scaling up your very own fitness business. As always, be lovely to hear from you. So please say hello in the comments box. Always love to know who I'm chatting with tonight. And we're going to have a great session of Hello Monday, where we really will be talking about everything that is online marketing. We're going to be really focusing about online marketing and how you can really deliver quite impressive results, even on a small budget, if you really plan your social media, your online marketing, and it is really performed effectively. So that's what we're going to talk to you about tonight. So I'm just going to say hello. Hi, Nicola. Great to have you here. If you are, I'm using StreamYard, so you need to accept that so I can see who I'm talking to. Otherwise, just pop your name at the end of the comments, and then I'll know that you're who I'm talking to. Hi, Deborah, great to have you here. Somebody else is saying evening, everyone. As always, please keep saying hello. And if you've got any questions throughout this live stream, please let me know, and I will try and answer the questions as we go along. So before the team are just saying, please just accept StreamYard. And hi, Steph, great to have you here, as always. So I'm going to crack on with the training tonight with this live stream. And really, as I say, if you've got any questions, just pop them in the comments box and I will do my best to answer them. Hi, Rosa. Lovely to have you here. Hello. Hi. Hope you're well. Okay. So as I think we all know, we're on here. We live in such a digital world now, and it's not just on a personal level. It is most certainly for business. It's on such a social media business level, and it really is needed to be utilized when it comes to doing business. There are so many online channels, online marketplaces, and if you don't have these channels available, if you're not using them, then you're not going to get that reach to your clients. You're not going to attract more clients into your business. And it really is quite important to create a digital strategy, really to start and scale your business. So that's what we're going to talk about. Hi, Kellyanne. Lovely to have you on here. Hope you're well. So we're going to talk about, first of all, creating and why we should create an online strategy. And we're going to talk about really creating a roadmap, a strategic roadmap, which really shows where your business is today, whether that's starting out, and where you need it to go. And ultimately, how you're going to get there with the social media tools and solutions that are available, and what you actually need to get that roadmap. It is really important to absolutely map out where you want to go with your business and actually have a strategic social media strategy. If you see it as a map, being a captain on a ship, see it like that, without without a map, there's absolutely no point in sailing around the world. So see that your business is the ship, and you have to steer it in the right direction. So that's what you've got to do. You have to have a clear goal in mind. It's really important when you're doing your social media that you have a clear goal in mind. Now, you might think you know exactly where your business is going, and that is great. But let me ask you, do you have it written down on paper? And I'd like to know if you do, because if you don't, then you don't really have a digital strategy or a strategy for your business. So if you could just pop in the comments box whether you actually have a clear goal in mind for your business. Is that how many clients that you're going to have and how you're going to get those clients? Do you have that written down? Do you have a strategy? So please put in the comments box whether you have got that roadmap, that map that we're talking about, to really steer your ship, your business in the right direction. Nicola's just saying, I watched the videos on this from the Academy. Oh, that's great. So you're enjoying all the work that's in the Bally Academy, Nicola. So thank you for sharing that. That's really good. Somebody's saying not as yet. So it's really important to start to think about that and really think about where you want your business to go and how you're going to do it. So, because what I'm going to share with you right now is actually a stat with you. A recent study on looking at how to achieve your goals noticed that the most effective way to do was to regularly report on progress. So those who wrote down, I'm just reading this, so those who wrote down their goals and created actions, 42% increase on the benchmark. Those who wrote down their goals and created actions and shared with others, there was a 50% increase on their benchmark. And those who wrote down their goals, created actions, shared with others, and had weekly progress reports, really checking on that, there was a 78% increase on the benchmark. So if you just see there that if you're actually really writing down your goals, you're creating the actions, and then you're sharing it with the others because you've got the accountability, and then you monitor a progress report, you can have a 78% increase on how that works for you on the benchmark. So Deborah's saying broadly but not narrow enough. Exactly. Not, and Steph's saying not 100% yet. I'm rewriting it so it's aligned with my business revamp and relaunch. Exactly. And I'm in week 2 journal. Love the videos and questions, Rosa. So you're all getting the idea, but it really is important to make sure that you're really considering that that roadmap, that strategy. And you need to think about these things that you need to think about. And this is what I'd like you to really consider here is you need a planning phase. So start to plan. So really think about what you want from your business, where it's going to go. So start to plan that and start to think about, do you need anybody else to help you where you're going to go? So then you're going on to laying the foundations. So you've got your planning, you're laying the foundations of what tools, what software, what is needed. Then you've got actually creating that strategy and how you're going to do it. So you've got 3 areas. You've got your planning, the foundations, making sure even yourself, have you got all the training that you need to be able to make sure that you can do an effective social media strategy. So it's really important to get all of that in place. So as I'm saying, you need to have the 3, think of it as 3 things to do. So that's the planning phase, the foundation stage, and then actually it's the lead generation phase. And I'll go into that in a little bit more detail, but make sure that you plan, make sure that you get this roadmap, make sure that you know what you want to achieve. It might be that you want to have X amount of clients on your books and be attracting X amount of clients every single month into your business. And how does that work for you financially? Where are you going to be located? Which studios are you in? Is it going to be half online, half Zoom, half on classes on demand? Really think about what you want to achieve and where you want to be and how it looks. Then think about, have you got the skills in place to do all that through social media, through attracting clients? And think about what software you're going to use. What do you need? And then you can start to think about how you're going to achieve that. What social media are you going to use? So I really want you to think about that. So that is really, really important. You need to be ambitious, but you need to keep it achievable. And you need to look at really focusing on some quick wins to keep you motivated. So think big, start small, and grow smart. So really think about doing that, and really make sure that you've got prioritized objectives for the next 12 months and actually beyond that. And the details, think about the details of where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. And then you need to plan how you're going to get there. The why, what, how, and when. So plan the why you want to get there, what do you want, how you're going to do it, and when. So really think about that. So that's all in your planning phase. And then you want to have time delivered cycles, for example, that you might want to achieve something in, ideally, say 90 days, and make sure that you do that. So, and then if there's anybody else that's involved in your business, or you're going to bring anybody onto that, make sure within that planning phase of how it's going to be achieved, that you actually assign responsibility to whomever is going to be responsible for a certain smaller goal within that larger goal of where you want to be. Just let me know a yes in the comments box that this is all making sense and this is clear and is giving you the support that you need. Just pop some yeses in there. It'd just be great to hear. And I'll just look at some of the comments coming through. So as I say, Deborah's saying broadly, but you're going to narrow it down. And Nicola's saying yes, you're gaining that understanding. Somebody else is coming through saying yes. So as I say, so you've got your planning, your foundations, and then how you're actually going to do it, your lead generation. So that's what I want for you to think about there, and really think about having time-based delivery cycles of 90 days. And really your plan is the why, what, how, and when, and make sure that you assign responsibility, if it's yourself or if it's anybody else, of whom's going to take on the responsibility for some of the steps within your roadmap. Okay, Jackie is saying, hi Jackie, great to have you on, and you're saying yes too, so that's lovely. So you have to really understand this, and I'm sure that you do. Success is really built on many parts coming together to create that whole, and it's really important to think about that. And that's why you need to have a roadmap. You need to have a plan, and it has to be strategic, and it has to be tactical, and it really has to, that plan has to work alongside what you're delivering on a daily basis, and it has to really come together. And that's what you need to do, because the important part is planning really will help you succeed. Success starts with a plan, and really understand where you are today and know what you want from tomorrow, and have those clearly defined success measures. Then, as I say, you've got to have that right foundation. You've got to build on strong foundations. You've got to have the right tools, the processes, and the tactics and the skills to make it all come together. And that's where, with Bally Be Fit, you did the basic 1 course, or you've done another course, because you needed those skills to make sure that you could have the business that you want. And it's that kind of thing. And obviously, if you're within the Bally Be Fit Academy, you've got so many resources now in terms of the social media courses that we have in there, that you will gain those skills and the tactics that you need so that you can really get and scale up your business to where you want it to be. Then you've got to really think about generating the right type of leads. So you've got to think of generating your leads. Then you've got to think about how you're going to convert your leads. So you need to think about the processes so that you can make that whole process of getting the leads in, attracting your clients, and how you're going to convert them. So you need to think about how you're going to do that effectively as possible and as efficiently as possible. So that's what you need to think about. And I'm going to now break down really the lead generation part of this. So we've talked about the planning, we've talked about the foundations, which is your training, your skills. So you've got your roadmap, you've got your training and your skills. Now we're going to talk about getting the right type of leads into your business, attracting the right type of clients into your business, so then that you can work with the right planning that you've done to make sure that you convert them effectively and efficiently. And that's what we're going to look at right now. So we're going to break this down a little further. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to start slow. You need to ask yourself some questions, and you really need to think about that. You're obviously going to be investing serious time in this, energy and resources into your social media. So you have to really think about and ask yourself which platforms are going to work for you. And it's not just about trying everything. This has to be done strategically. So it is actually, because there's so much out there, it does in a way make it harder to grow a social following. So it can become harder to get your brand, obviously the Bally Be Fit brand out there, but if it's sitting within another business, it can be hard to get that brand and that content out there and seen on social media. So we've really got to make sure that we think of how you're going to do it so you get rewarded for all of your efforts that you're doing. So this is what I want you to actually, I'm just going to share with you another stat that I'm going to think, because you can think about paid strategies as well. So what I'm going to just share with you is another stat. On Facebook, you can expect between 2.5 to 5% of your fans to see your posts. On Twitter, that jumps to 10 to 16%. And on Instagram and LinkedIn, it will be around 20%. And that source is from the Elegant Themes. So that's just some information there for you. So on Facebook, you can expect between 2.5 to 5% of your fans to see your post. On Twitter, that jumps to 10 to 16%. And on Instagram and LinkedIn, it can be around 20%. So what we need to think about now is the strategies that you really need to make so that you are as effective as possible. And if you're going to be using any form of Facebook advertising, which actually can be a money saver if it's done right, and you consider that the time that you spend on it, it actually can work really well. So what you've got to really do is really think about your market and your segmentation when you're looking for leads. But you really need to understand what your main objectives are. And this is the first part that I want you to think about. What are your main objectives? And these are what you've got to think about when you're doing your social media campaigns, strategies. Is it to increase brand awareness? Is it to drive sales? Is it to generate more leads and then nurture them through a whole process? Is it to create a community around your brand? So what you need to do is really identify the goals for your social media marketing plan. And that will really then create a strategy and really give you an idea of what platforms to be on, what to post. And really then when you are looking at your insights and your metrics from your social media, it really will then help you to determine whether that was successful or not. So I'm just going to share that with you again. Increase brand awareness, to drive sales, to generate leads, to create a community around your brand. And you probably will do all of these. But what you need to think about is when you're doing a particular campaign, what it is that you're wanting to try, what it is that you are wanting to achieve with that. So again, if you've got any questions, please just pop them in the comments box and I will try and answer them for you. So just put them in and I will carry on with going into then really deciding your platforms. So this is what you need to think. There are so many social media platforms. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter, we've got Snapchat, we've got Instagram, we've got Pinterest. We've got so much. So you really need to think about what platforms you are going to use. And you also need to think about how much time you're going to devote to social media and how much time you're going to spend on creating the content that you're going to do. So think about what platforms you would like. Snapchat, Instagram, Pinterest are very visual by nature. So think about that. And then Twitter and Facebook, they still require quite a bit of design really to capture attention of users. So you need to think about that, and you need to plan how much time that you are going to spend on social media and really growing your social media network. So think about that. Then what you need to think about is think about what is your target audience? What is your target demographic? Who are they? What do they look like? You really need to know that. And what social media platforms do they hang out on? For example, I wouldn't really feel that many of our clients would hang out particularly on Snapchat. So that's a platform that you could potentially rule out as using within your social media strategy. However, we're all on Facebook. So I believe that Facebook is a good platform for you to use. Pinterest has a high level of women on the platform. So that is another good platform to use. And then Instagram is really becoming so visual. That is perfect for what we do in the ballet and the fitness. So really think about that, and think about what your target audience is, and do a little bit of research in terms of where you think they hang out, what are the social media platforms that they use. Because when you do that, you know which platforms you're going to use. So please make sure that you really think about what platforms you're going to do. Then the next thing that you need to do is really make sure that you optimize your profiles and your pages so that everything is cohesive and it is really, really optimized. So you need to consider that your headers and your profile images are all correct and fully optimized and leading to where your bio is and all linked. And you need to make sure that you're providing full company information or about you, and make sure that you customize your Facebook page URL, and make sure that you add on your Facebook page a call to action. Guide them to somewhere. Is that to go into your Facebook group? Are you growing a community, or are you giving them a free guide and therefore getting data capture? All of that really needs to be thought of. So you need to really think about making sure that you are optimizing your profile and your pages. So make sure that you do that. Make sure if you have a website that you're optimizing and doing your SEO. And another thing to do is you can pin your best content to the top when you're doing or time limited promotions as well. Make sure it's at the top. Make sure that you really are, when you're trying to push something, that post is at the top of your page. So it's very important that you make sure that your pages are optimized, that your profile's optimized, so that you're getting the most of it, so that everybody understands who you are and what you're doing. And make sure that you have a call to action, be that to capture data or to send them into your Facebook group. With the Pinterest, are you working your own posting content? You work your own posts, so you're posting posts on Pinterest that is really generating that interest, because it is exceptionally visual, Deborah. It is really very visual, and there's so many ladies on there that are looking through all the posts on Pinterest. So it's a really good way to really post about a class, give a tip or a technique. It's very, very visual on Pinterest, and it has, as I say, a massive following. What I will be doing is I will be diving into even further into each of these social media platforms so that you can get even more understanding, and I'll be doing these in further live streams. So on this one, I am giving you an overview of all the social media platforms that you can potentially use. Then what we're going to do is we're going to nail it down even further, and then we'll look at even more strategies and plans. If you're part of the Ballet Befit Academy, we actually really go nail it down within the academy. You get a lot of information on the different platforms so that you get a greater understanding of how the platforms work. Steph, that's great. You're saying make sure the description of your picture and the post on Pinterest contains lots of buzzy keywords. Absolutely. Keywords are key. Very good. Keywords are key. Your keywords have to be relevant to what you're posting. There's no point posting something on Bally and Fitness and you've got a completely different keyword going on there. Say it's about cats or something, bit extreme, but it has to be relevant. What you're posting your keywords have to be relevant. So it's really important to make sure that you do that and add a link on the picture. Definitely add a link onto the picture as well. So you need to really be thinking about all of that and optimizing. Steph's just said she spent the week and educating herself on Pinterest. Well, keep it flowing, the information through, Steph. It's always great to have that coming through. Thank you. As Steph has made the comment, what we're saying is link them to a blog, but try and capture the data. What I can talk to you about at some point as well is what we call lead pages, landing pages, where you can capture data and then take them onto a guide or an ebook so that you can really keep your clients. So we'll be talking about that on another session as well. So it's really ways to build and really get interest is you could run a contest. For example, you could really run some kind of little mini contest, like a little challenge, so that you're really getting that simple lead generation. It's really good way to really boost interest, boost engagement, and get clients. So you could run a little mini fitness challenge, a little mini fitness contest. That's a really good way to capture your clients and the interest. Instagram, you could do, say we were talking about keywords, you could do hashtag contest too. So you could really like post a photo on the platform and tag it with, really specific hashtag, and all the pictures that are tagged with that hashtag are automatically then grabbed and can be really displayed in a gallery page on your website or on your Facebook page. So obviously as well on Instagram as well. So you could do a good hashtag contest as well. And then also what you could do is, once you've done that and captured all those images, once they're on the gallery, you can then get them vote and say which one is the best one that's won, and the winner is whoever has the most votes for putting the photo on. So there's so much that you can do there. And then there's always the great referral promotion. So you can really work through asking your clients to share the promotion, the content, the contest that you're doing, the challenge that you're doing. Ask them to share that, and whoever gets the most in their network to enter wins the final prize. And everybody then could get a discount code, for example, for actually entering. So you give them a final prize. So there's so much that you can do there. Deborah's saying she's going to check it out further on the academy. It's everything is in there. The social media Grow Your Audience course has so much information on it, Deborah. It's very comprehensive. That will really help you with your social media. Donna Marie's, I'm going to look at the academy for this. So much to take in. There is, but as I say, if you put your roadmap, take your time, think about which step you want to achieve first, do 90-day deliverables, it won't seem as overwhelming. So if you do it that way, it will really help you. Then another thing to really think about is really getting your tone right. You need to get your tone right. People respond to people who sound like them. We're tribal at heart. So people won't respond well if you're super faceless, let's say, but you really don't want to be overly casual. There needs to be that element of professionalism. It's important. We're delivering a professional service, so it has to have that professionalism, but at the same time, you don't want to appear faceless. You really want to think about how you speak to your audience. Really think about your brand's voice, your voice, how you want it really to resonate with your target market. And that's what you really should think about doing. And for example, you do really not kind of want to be making it so that, say you were targeting a younger level, and it's got like kind of loads of funny jokes or puns in there or that type of thing. It needs to be professional. So it can have a casual voice, but it needs to have that real professional element to it too. Then the next thing to do is really make yourself a social content calendar. That is really important. It will help you so much, because it can actually be a bit of a complex thing, social media posting, if you're going on lots of different platforms and sharing things a few times a day. So make sure that you have a calendar, and a content calendar is so useful. It really gives your social media marketing plan an outline of what content is being pushed on which platforms. And I'll pop up a content calendar into the academy for you. So I will make sure that I get that in there for you. And then there's also some social media management schedulers that you can use, that then once you've decided on your content, once you've worked out what your calendar is and when you're going to be posting, you can then put it up onto a social media scheduler, and it will actually do it for you. So then you could allocate a time of the day where you upload everything onto your scheduler, and then that way it is done for you for the rest of the week. And there's so many out there on the market. You just have to Google scheduler. We use OneUp, and we've used Later as well. Those are two that are really good. We like OneUp because it also can post into Facebook groups as well. So it's really important. It means that you get organized, you organize your calendar, you put it onto a scheduler, and then you know that you've done. Obviously, you can put extra things on as you feel that's necessary if you want to make an announcement, but then at least you know you've got everything in place. And then you do need to make sure that you are creating content that your fans want to read. You've got to ask yourself these questions before you start any content strategy. What are they interested in? So Canva has a free planner. Excellent. So Canva, if you're using Canva, guys, there's a free planner that you can use as well. So you can use that. So these are the questions you need to ask yourself when you are creating your content. What are they interested in? Hopefully your clients are interested in getting fit and ballet, but it might be that they're interested in toning the abs, or they're really interested in developing and making sure that they have better posture. So really think about what they're interested in. Think about what their pain points are. So I've just mentioned posture, for example. Why are they interested in improving their posture? Is it because they've been working at a desk on a computer and they've got backache and back pains, which is meaning that they're not as flexible and as mobile as that they want to be? So that's why they're interested in improving their posture. What kind of content do they want? So think about that. What is a confusing or complex part that you can explain to them so that they gain a greater understanding? And what do they need to by accomplishing their goals? What goals do they want to accomplish? And if you make it on a personal level, as I've said, maybe you're doing some content about posture, and the pain point that is the difficulty is that they've got a bad back. But why do they want to do that? Why do they want to get flexible? Why do they want to gain more mobility? Because the goal is actually that they can spend more time doing other activities with their family and not being restricted. So it's all of those things. So that create your content so it gives that personal feeling, that emotional level to your clients, so that will really be content that your clients want, that your clients need. So another thing, and we talked about the scheduler here, and we talked about your content calendar. Another thing that you need to think about is when to actually post these. What time of day are you going to post them out? So most people do their work in the morning before their lunch, and then they finish off a lot before they leave work. So they might be going on social media in between when they're doing the work, but you've got more chance and getting better results if you're either posting between 8 to 9:30 in the morning and then really making sure that you're doing that. And then in the evening when they finish work, so at that time when they've sat down, maybe put the kids to bed, whatever it is, worked on homework, done any of all of that, so then that they're actually active on social media, so that they will see your posts. And it's really important that you do that, so that you're really getting a larger reach and people are seeing it. So what you need to think about here, and I'm just going to go through very quickly some social media posting best practices. So target your post. So if you're doing a Facebook ad, make sure, or you're boosting a post that you've put on your Facebook page, make sure that you post by location and interest. So make sure that you're doing that, and you can do age as well. Then really tap into what people are thinking about. So if you're doing a challenge, maybe it's a challenge, so it's a boot camp, so that they're going to get fit and healthy for the holidays. So really tap into that, really think about that. And then there's current events. It could be a Valentine. We've just done Valentine's, so Valentine class or Valentine free Valentine. My gift to you for Valentine's is a free class. So really think about that kind of thing, and then really think about sticking to what we call the 80-20 rule. 80% of your posts should be educational, entertaining and fun, and 20% should be promotional, so that you've really got that balance there. So 80% is really providing good content, being educational, entertaining and fun content, and then the 20% is your promotional, attracting them to you, actually really telling them when your classes are, when you're doing them, how much they are, all of that. So really think about the 80-20 rule, and really think about using images in every post, and using quotes, ask questions, use testimonials. If you can, tag influencers that are using other brands that you like, and be helpful. Use your hashtags, use your keywords, know your keywords, use video, particularly on Facebook, but Instagram's very strong now on video as well. You've got your Instagram TV, you've got your reels, so really start to use video. It's very important. Keep your posts short and to the point, because there's so much there. It's got to be quick and to the point, and offer social media discounts, challenges, contests, all that type of thing, so that you're attracting your audience in. Really activate the comment section when you do your post by starting conversations, and when your clients start to converse on your page, in your group, really make sure you respond to their comments. Make sure that you engage with them. Ask more questions about them. Ask what they're looking for. Ask them what the struggles are. Ask them how you can help. By doing that, they know that you are interested in them. They know that, but also at the same time, you can find out more about what your clients' needs are, so that you can then adjust your posts accordingly, so that they really do drive the right message to your clients, so you attract more customers. As I've said, include a call to action. So a call to action: download my free guide, download this exercise for the week, and data capture if you can. So really get the names and the addresses, and make sure that you include a call to action. If it's from your Facebook page, going into a Facebook group to create that community that you want to do. If you want to just get an email list together, make sure it's downloading a free book or an ebook or a guide to flexibility, a guide to posture, a guide to nutrition, and make sure then that you get the data, so then that you can put them into an email list. So then you can send out blogs, articles, newsletters, and we'll talk about email lists another time as well. But really think about that. And as I say, offer how-to guides, and really another nice thing is to show them behind the scenes of what you're doing. Show them setting up a bit of getting yourself ready, showing them a little bit about your day. All that type of thing's really interesting. And then Facts and trivia are always great too. And then you can also try fill in the blank posts. You can try caption this photo posts, and you can try remember when posts. So there's so much there. I hope I have given you quite a lot of ideas there. Please just let me know that you're all okay with this and it's you're following on fine. Let me know if you've got any questions that I need to answer for you. And as I say, those are some ideas that you can really use so you can gain more interaction. It's just a great thing to consider. All those sort of post ideas, videos, ask questions, get that engagement and communicate with your clients. Donna's saying very informative. Thank you, Donna. I'm glad that that you're finding that and you're finding it useful. So as I say, there's lots of automation tools, schedulers as well, so that you can really make sure that you're planning your posts days in advance, so it can actually really save you serious time and energy. So also another, and I'll just quickly say this, the social media calendars management tools that you can get. One good thing with them is that they do really help with you. They can help with your analytics, so they can really help you discover which and determine what content is working best and at what times. So you can use that. As I say, we use One Up and Later. There are others as well. But you can also look at your analytics from your Facebook, from your Instagram. You can look at the insights. You can see what's going, what's working for you. So just remember what platform on. The main things to really consider is be social, talk to your fans, ask them questions, and really do respond. Invest in visuals, stand out by being beautiful, and invest, take those good quality photos and make sure that you do the video. And I have to say, I have been seeing recently some beautiful video work coming through from some of our Bally-Be-Fit instructors. I've seen some beautiful work coming through, and I can see that is really generating some engagement. As an instructor, support one another in that instructors hub, in our instructors hub, and then you can really help one another and talk about what videos you're doing, talk about what posts you're doing, so that you can actually all really support and help with your social media, and ask each other to follow each other and ask each other to really comment on the post, because when people see more comments happening, that creates more engagement as well. So work as a team. That's what the Instructor Hub is about. Work as a team to really make sure that you're supporting each other on your social media posts, and in the Bally Fitnesses room, really support there as well, so that we've got this growing community that is building together your business, building together your social media strategies. So remember, it doesn't happen overnight, but it will. Just test and measure, and it'll come, and just do your long-term strategy with measurable steps and goals along the way. And if something isn't working, stop it, evaluate, and then look and try something else. And as I say, start with that 80-20 rule and really test that ratio and see if it's working for you. And all your social media fans and followers that you are generating are prospective customers. They've just not bought from you yet. And that's what you've got to think about. So make sure that when they're in your group chatting with you, if they haven't signed up for a class yet, they keep chatting, keep having that conversation. They are prospective customers, and they just haven't bought from you yet. So keep that engagement really there. So I hope this session has helped you. I've kind of gone through everything that I feel we need to on this live stream on social media. I hope there's some strategies there. What we can do is we can nail down and talk about one particular platform at some time moving forward. If anybody wants to do that, let me know what platform you want to talk about, and we'll dive into a particular platform. But also make sure that if you're a member of the Academy, you've got loads and loads of resources in there to really help you do your social media from the courses that are in there to actually content in there. I know I've given some of you guys some graphics recently as well. So, and I will be uploading more graphics, more content in there so that you can use that and use that for your clients. As I say, I've also created blogs for you that you can use as emails, newsletters for your clients, all to create that engagement. Rose is saying, I start a Facebook group. I hope can get better on all this social media. I spend a lot of ballet exercise videos and planning to do small videos. That is perfect. And also, and I haven't mentioned, I think WhatsApp's a great one to create a group, and then you can communicate and message and send little tips there. So that's another platform as well to use. I've been talking about kind of more on the creating ads and everything tonight, but you can use that as well. So what I'd like to say, if you are a non-instructor, I'm hosting a masterclass on the 28th of February at 4 p.m. If you would like to join that masterclass, the team are going to put the link in now so that you can join that masterclass and learn a little bit more about the technique and what we do at Ballet Be Fit. That is if you are a non-instructor. If you are an instructor, I have a masterclass on the 21st of February, and that is at 4 p.m. UK time. That is for instructors only. On the 21st is instructors only, 4 p.m. UK time. 28th is non-instructors who want to discover a little bit more about Ballet Be Fit and what we do, and the team will put the links into the comments box for you, so you can go to that. And if you are really interested and want to know further, I've spoken about my Ballet Be Fit Academy. I'm going to put a link in there for the Ballet Be Fit Academy too, where you can get so many resources on social media, on how to talk to your clients, plus so much lesson planning, so much choreography. There's so much on there, and we will put that link on as well, which is teachballetbefit.com instructor apply. And I think, unless any more questions come through, that's it from me tonight. Thank you, team, for putting the links on there for me, and I hope to see you next week for another Hello Monday, another topic on all that is ballet and fitness. And what I will be doing, and what you can do, is we will be loading this live stream up onto our YouTube channel, Ballet Be Fit, where you can then see the replay of this and really glean any more information that you want from it. So have an amazing evening. I will see you same time next week. Thank you so much. Deborah's just saying it's fab, just trying to get through it all. Take it in steps, Deborah, and you will get there. Super proud of you all. You're all absolutely incredible. Thank you for joining me. Look after yourselves. I will see you same time next week, 7 p.m. UK time. Please, if you are an instructor, we're going to have an amazing class on the 21st of February at 4 p.m. If you're a non-instructor and you want to know more about what we do at Ballet Be Fit, please join me on the 28th of February at 4 p.m. UK time. That is going to be a fantastic class, and I'll go through what we are all about at Ballet Be Fit, the technique, the choreography, what we deliver, how we deliver, and really what a super, I know we are, what a family we are. We've just got such an incredible community. It's amazing. Each and every instructor that we have is truly incredible. And if you are interested in knowing more about our academy, please go to teachballetbefit.com /instructor apply. So I look forward to seeing you all next week at 7 p.m. UK time for another Hello Monday. Take care, everybody. Have a great evening, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Hello Monday. Be sure to visit the Ballet Fitness Room to join the conversation, access the show notes, and discover our fantastic bonus content. Join us next time for more tips and techniques. Bye for now.